Hey, good morning. Welcome in. Let's go ahead and see who we're going to get a message for today. All right, Cancer. We're talking to you. We're going to be exploring how you show up at work. So we have that Mars energy and the 10th house. Cancer, what's going on? We do have a Libra full moon happening. So that's kind of squaring Cancer right now. It's going to create a little bit of tension, right? And depending on where Libra is in your chart, you might be feeling some friction. Cancer, what messages do we need to get about how you're showing up publicly, your public image today? What messages does Cancer need to hear, please? One more. So beneath it says, be generous, success and emotional fulfillment are yours. All right, so subconsciously you either desire that or you know it's coming. And at the top you have transformation. So reach out for the power and strength to make changes, enrich your life, and to become the person you want to be. Oh, Cancer, you're going through a shift. You're going through a shift. You found your strength. You found your voice. You found a desire to advocate for yourself. No more sort of walking sideways like a little crab, right? And you're coming from a really grounded place with this flower energy beneath the surface. You're not, with that Mars energy, you're not coming from a place of ego. You're coming from a place of strength and kindness, but knowing your worth, which could be a bit of a transformation for you, right? If you've kind of allowed others to walk the path ahead of you and not really stood up for yourself, it seems like you might be changing that. What else does Cancer need to hear? Really nice energy to start the cycle. There could be something tense though, right? With that transformation energy, with that Libra energy, where is that for you? If you're a Cancer rising, that Libra energy is going to be in your 4th house of home. And your 10th house is going to be ruled by Aries, potentially. And there's going to be sort of a push-pull, me versus we. And what do you value? All right, it says, make healthy choices, choose wisely. So it looks like you have some choices coming your way. It's not perhaps a one-size-fits-all approach. Yeah, plot twist and unexpected development. So you're definitely going to have to go within. You're definitely going to have to go within to determine what the best path forward for you potentially is. I don't think you see it coming. I don't think you see the offer or what the offer could potentially be and what it means for you and how much it's going to maybe ask you to transform where you thought you were going. It's funny how you get so settled in your ways of thinking, right? And then, maybe you want to make a change, and so you kind of blueprint out a path or a life that you want to create, and then all of a sudden you get hit with perhaps maybe a flurry of opportunities that are great potentially, but not at all in alignment with what you thought was going to head your way or what you thought was going to be on your path. All right, so, we've been seeing with a lot of these sign readings, with a lot of these cards lately, just a reminder to ask good questions, be curious about any opportunity that does come your way, any new partnership that does come your way, anybody who wants to collaborate with you seemingly out of the blue, get curious and kind of understand those motives, because you know, times are changing. We just had a lot of energy move into Aries. And again, if you're a Cancer rising, that energy is all going to be in your 10th house. And so that's going to transform. You're going to get tested, right? There's a lot of, yeah, we've got the 8 of Cups here. So moving forward towards something new, you're showing up ready to move forward. But don't try not to, I shouldn't say don't, that's so affirmative. And who am I? But, you know, make sure that in this moment of time, in this transformation, you're taking time to actually reflect on what's good for you, what the implication of each opportunity that comes your way truly means for you, perhaps truly what it truly means for your family and your legacy, right? Because it's likely that there's going to be some friction there, and you're going to want to make sure that you remain true to yourself, so that if you've been getting yourself into patterns where you feel stuck or unappreciated, or you take an opportunity, or you partner with somebody that you think on the surface feels good, looks good, checks all the boxes, but then you get into it and 90 days later you kind of feel stuck or limited, or, you know, like you're doing all the work and you're pulling all the weight. It's time to break those patterns, Cancer. It's time to break those patterns. All right, your opportunity, Page of Wands and the 9 of Swords. It's time to end the worry. You've been worrying about this. You've been ruminating about what's coming for a long time. And now with the Page of Wands, you really just have this opportunity to learn something new, to channel your creativity and put an end to that sense of worry. You're really, you know, kind of taking accountability for what you want to pursue, what you want to learn. It does have an energy of newness, right? There is the plot twist, the healthy choices. You're being reminded, right? This is something new. This is a new journey, a new chapter that you're moving towards. You know, channel things that spark your curiosity, that give you an opportunity to learn something that excites you, that uses maybe the skill set that's gone underutilized historically, you know, and end the worry about it. Feels like you may have been stuck in a pattern of worry, or you know, just ruminating on what's to come, what's to come, what's to come, what should I be looking for, what, you know, which way do I go. All of that is going to kind of drop here soon. You're going to see more clearly, you're going to have options, and you're not going to have to sit in that kind of low vibe, stuck energy for much longer. All right, in terms of your challenge, you have the King of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. So that's trusting the offer. You know, and I think that's right, with the energy of, you know, healthy choices and a plot twist. This King of Cups energy that's coming in, I'm sorry, this King of Pentacles. So, you know, this King of Pentacles energy that's offering that new cup to you, that new opportunity. It may take you by surprise. It may feel unexpected. And you may have, right, you may have this idea that, hey, I've screwed this up in the past. I don't want to screw this up again, right? I've moved too quickly. I've run down a path. I took the opportunity that I thought looked really good, and it turned out it wasn't so good for me. And so, right, as this energy is speeding up for you now, potentially in your 10th house, if you are that Cancer rising energy, right, you might kind of not want to trust that this King of Pentacles is really here to offer you something that's good for you. So again, that's where you're really going to have to go within. You're going to have to get grounded, right? Have gratitude. Trust that, you know, success is yours. You've put in the work. You deserve it. You know, start doing, if you're one of those people who has struggled with, you know, self-worth, and maybe not advocating for yourself. This could be, you know, you might not see this. This could be sort of a worthiness wound. that you're trying to overcome, right? Do I deserve this new opportunity? You do. You do. Okay. Yeah. And your outcome, though, is that you're going to definitely move forward. You're going to definitely move forward in a new partnership, working on new skills, and something that you're going to be quite good at. So trust that, even if this is something that looks very askew from what you normally do, or the projects you normally work on, or the people that you normally partner with, this is something that's going to feel very good for you, actually, in the long term. That Eight of Pentacles energy is mastery, right? You put in the work. You've always been able to put in the work, um, you know, and you likely have a lot of really incredible skills that are going to easily transfer forward. You're not giving yourself enough credit for the work and skills that you are already bringing to this potential partnership. And the energy of the Lovers, right? You could be partnering with a Gemini. This Lovers card represents the energy of Gemini, or right, this could transform the stories you tell. It transforms the stories you tell about work and what you're good at and your skill set. Your outcome is to really redefine what you do, right? What you do and how you do it. Eight of Cups, Eight of Pentacles. You're moving forward to something that is you, even if it doesn't feel like it's you on the surface. It is. It is. Maybe it's the part of you that you really haven't embraced or allowed to be seen. A more creative side of you, a more authentic side of you. But that Lover's energy is here to make sure that, you have an opportunity to work with and partner with people who are going to allow you to build that confidence and rewrite your story. Okay, I love this. What you don't see coming is the Four of Swords and Temperance. So, if, again, with the Nine of Swords energy over here, you've been ruminating, worry, it's all done. You're reaching the point where this is all going to be behind you. This energy of worry is going to go away with that Four of Swords. Four of Swords is about peace of mind and healing and, just being at peace. I love that. We've got that big full moon energy above her. She's just, she's feeling so balanced and chill, right, with the Temperance energy. Temperance also is represented by Sagittarian energy. So maybe a Sagittarius is another sign that you might be working with. They're here. You might be getting an offer from a Sagittarius for partnership, and it could be very healing in that connection. They could be a wonderful teacher for you. They can help you balance things out, right? You can see how she's just gracefully walking the tightrope. Like, it's not easy. I'm not going to sit here and say whatever you're going to is going to be a layup. But I don't think that you take layups. Which is why you've been ruminating on what's to come, right? Because the path that you've been on has been a tricky and hard one. And I think you like challenges, Cancer. I think you do. I think you like to get messy, and I think you like a good web, and I think you solve some problems here. But yeah, it's time to redistribute your energy in a way that is going to yield, a better outcome at the end of the day. Pulling the sled for the sake of pulling the sled is not where you need to be. I think that you've acquired too many skills to just, be brute force. You have to start to apply the wisdom that you've acquired now. And I think this new opportunity that's coming in for you is definitely going to allow you to do that. But you had to heal and see, right? You had to integrate some healing and recognize some of the wounds that you carry so that you would be able to take advantage of this opportunity. So the Eight of Wands is here. Your outcome energy is going to be, your advice energy is Eight of Wands. So that's fast moving. This is going to come in soon. Fastest card in the deck. It could be communication. It could be a conversation coming your way very, very soon. And then you have the Three of Wands, right? You've manifested this. You've been waiting for this to come in. I also noticed over here, how amazing is that? When I grabbed this deck, when I grabbed this deck, one card stayed on the table, and that card was the Fool. So you're on to something really beautiful and new. And as I look beneath the deck as it stands, we have that moon energy. So full moon in Libra is definitely balancing these scales of justice for you. You know, it's been a grind because you needed all of the tools. You've needed to learn all of these lessons, integrate this wisdom. You have a giant bag of tools. I don't know, that, you know, like if you're a golfer, you have every club imaginable, every wedge that you could ever need. You know, if you're a mechanic, right, you've got everything. You've got the lift. I don't know, these are terrible analogies, but you know what I'm saying, right? You understand so much more than you give yourself credit for, and it's time that you really, you know, you're not here to be a fool who rushes in. This is not foolish energy. This is, I'm ready for something new. I'm ready to spice things up. I'm ready to learn something new. And you're right there. You're right there, Cancer. This moon is going to shake things up for you. So I hope you're excited about it. I hope you're ready. I hope this is what you've truly ushered in. I hope you've been clear in your manifestations, you know, and sort of what you're asking for, because it wants to come in to you. And if you've been feeling stuck and sort of living a mundane life and you're ready to be creative and write and dream and, you know, whatever it is for you, you want to paint again, you want to sing again, you want to get back to that childlike wonder and bring it forward, you know, into your work, you're going to be presented an opportunity to do that. All right, let's get you here a quick angel to see who's with you on this ride, and then we'll close out. All right, we'll take this one. Angel of Balance. All right. Angel of Balance is the number 2 card. We know that 2s in the tarot represent a crossroads or a decision or a choice point. So let me read this for you quickly. Okay. Cancer, you are in a calm and balanced state of mind. You will make the right decisions for your future. Your Angel of Balance is here to help calm and still your mind and assist you to regain balance in your life. Is there an issue that you're worrying about due to friends or family members putting you off balance by pulling you into their own issues? If so, ask your Angel of Balance to guide you so that you can make the best decision for your own growth, as well as for the friends or family members in this situation. If the situation concerns a decision within your own personal life, sit back and take the time to review that current issue. Write a list separating the for and against considerations regarding the decision you are struggling with. Next, take your time in deciding what direction feels best for you. Focus on the decision that allows you to feel most balance and calmness in your life. Once you have reached this decision, surrender any worries that you have to your Angel of Balance, and she will take care of the finer details of your decision. Be safe in the knowledge that you have made the right decision, and you will begin to feel that your life is back in balance and on the right track. Your affirmation is, I am balanced and grounded. My Angel of Balance is with me to assist me in making the right decision. Well, that's for you, Cancer. It's all there. You're supported. You made it. I hope this helped. I look forward to seeing you on the next one.